was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? The sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off the field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Let's go now.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. 3 to go. Pitts is the man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Moore going in motion. A give, and here comes Robinson. Not much there. Get this down inside the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. That is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready.
To throw, here's Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here we go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He keeps it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Robinson. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Ready. Set, go.
Throwing, Lance. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Lance. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Hut, hut.
Lance looking to throw. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. A give left side. Here comes Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Chris Braswell there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the rope.
That one, take it in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Falcons. On is Koo for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. On the return is Trey Palmer. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Set. Hut, hut.
Lance. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the first down, and here comes third down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
That is into the hands of McMillan. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Here's Lance. A pass pulled in by Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
To throw is Lance. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Set, hut. Ready, go.
To throw, here's Lance. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third and long.
Ready, ready. Black shot. Ready, ready.
Now, faking the give. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
A give. This is Irving. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Ready. Down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Set. Ready. Drill. 52. Set. Hut.
They'll go again here with Irving. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set.
They run on the jet sweep. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
Here we go. Set.
Now this time they'll look to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
He'll swing that out wide, and he'll get in for the two-point conversion, and now the deficit is just a field goal. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Another run here for Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Now a 3rd and 2. Pitts is the man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
That's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Here we go. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Set, go.
Lance looking to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
Now Lance. Now a loose football. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Field, black, down.
Throwing, Lance. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
Set.
Throwing now on third and long. That is caught. He got Godwin. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Set, ready, set.
They'll run with Irving. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Okay, ready?
They face 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Got it. Here we go, set.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Cut, cut.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator
and he's in! Craig Palmer, touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the end zone. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. Bijan Robinson still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Palmer now to return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
10 cycles. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
Lance. He's going to have the first down and then some. That's good for 11 and a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's to the left side, caught by McMillan. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Down.
Here's Irvin. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
On the set. Set.
To throw is Lance. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
That is caught by McMillan. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 seconds.
They'll keep it on the ground. He is in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Penix gonna throw again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. He works free, right side. Inside the 20.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Here we go, set.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.
Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip.